Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be doing Sun and Moon X Autistic Gender Neutral Listener, and that is what we're going to be doing. Let me pull it up. Anyways, if you have any questions for me for the August 25th Q&A, comment them below, and I will do my best to answer every single one of them. Thank you. Question away. Anyways, let's get to it here. No, that is not it. That's, I think, too far. Here we go. So, disclaimer: Sundrop and Moondrop are not Yandere canon. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Some been for fictional characters and Yanderes is fine, just do not be illegal or gross about it. You know who you are, you dirty flaky biscuits. Yanderes are not ideal partners to have in real life. Also, remember to separate fiction from reality and canon from canon. Thank you. Now, let's get on to the video. Now, for those who forgot before I do this, this is more the nonverbal, selectively mute stuff. So I kept it as much as that as possible. And so, yeah, let's do this. In Sundrop and Moondrop, read that too soon. Yandere's traits of Sundrop and Moondrop with selectively mute, autistic, gender neutral listener. Sundrop and Moondrop are actually autistic coded, in which Sundrop was the excitable and oversharing and info dumping type of autistic, while Moondrop is the more sitting in the corner doing his own thing type. This is actually canon, as their voice actor has channeled both of these types that he has been throughout his life and has put them into Sundrop and Moondrop's characters. So yes, they are autistic coded. And they are programmed to be able to handle kids with autism and kids who are very autistic on any end of the spectrum. So, taking care of you as their partner when you are autistic is very easy for them as well. They would also be able, since you are selectively mute, be able to give you devices and such and use sign language and other hand gestures to get you to understand what they need you to do. And also, they are programmed with at least several types of sign language, so they would be able to communicate with you. And since you're a selectively a selectively mute slash nonverbal autist, a person with autism, that you would know some sign language at the very least in your adult years. And you are an adult in this, so you would be able to communicate them via that way, which they would be able to handle and understand. But when you're overwhelmed and can't exactly do the hand gestures, but from my experience, um, sign language is very good for stimming as well. But if you were too overwhelmed, they would calm you down and be very focused on you and such. Now let's get specifically on to Sundrop. Sundrop, since he is very much a talkative one, he is the one that will chat your ear off. Even though you are selectively mute, he still chats with you and involves you in conversations. He will include you in everything so that you feel included and not excluded like most people make you feel. But he would not force you if you wanted to be left alone or you were getting overwhelmed. Sun knows that you are selectively mute or nonverbal, and so he does his best to talk to you in the way that works best for you, taking it slow when he needs to. But he does not hold back how happy that you make, showing you how happy you make him. Sun would be the Yandere with you, the Yandere type of you that would be giving you notebooks and tablets and anything to help advance your communication skills to him, so he is able to understand you fully and with ease for you, so it's easier for you. Where in these tablets are where you can type or draw or write or whatever what you need to tell him if you cannot exactly use sign language. He is the one who gets you out of your shell and is very good at helping you try new things, like trying new foods or drinks and letting you experience new things in general. He will help you get used to certain things that are harder for you and such because of various things, and to support you through it so you do not break down. He also would communicate for you, letting you use the tablet or talk to him in private as you use sign language and stuff, and for him to say things for you so you don't have to deal with that stress. He would take you out for exposure therapy, as he calls it, letting you get used to bigger groups and always being there if you need someone to lean on during that. He is also a very protective Yandere that would respect your boundaries but also wants you to become better and be able to handle life easier. Though if anyone gets in your face, he would remove them and protect you at first for he would protect you first and foremost. Getting into their face and telling them they are a troublemaker. He would deal with rivals by scaring them away from you and keeping you safe and sound from them. He may abuse your autism to make it seem that he is all that you need and that you need no one else but him, and maybe Moon as well. He would even use force to keep rivals away if they did not back down, scaring them off completely and maybe breaking a bone or two. He would confess to you with a handmade card, telling you how he feels, and with two little boxes that say that are yes or no under "Do you love me too?" If you check the yes box, he would be having his sunbeams go off crazy in and out of his head, and also his faceplate would be spinning in circles. He is so happy he could just sing, picking you up and spinning you around. If you turn sun down, he is sad and fretting over what he did wrong and what went wrong, and very much is hovering around you, trying to figure out what he did wrong. Now on to Moondrop. Moondrop is very quiet yandere, and one that is watching over you and does not need to be as hands on. He would. Sorry, I my keys messed up at this time. Give me a sec. He would. There we go. He would slide in things that you needed for comfort without you noticing. And if you needed him, Moon would let you lay on him and stroke your hair, letting you relax without being overwhelmed. He is the type of yandere where when you're overwhelmed, that he usually takes over and lets you relax without being in your face, and is the one to soothe your autism overwhelmment than Sun is, because Sun is a worrywart and would panic sometimes. But Moondrop is the one that is relaxed, calm, and is able to calm you down soothingly. He is a very much the type that that lets you come to him, but he is always watching over you and making sure you are safe and sound, and he will step in when needed. He of course is a bit more firm than Sun and such, with making you eat things you don't like. He wants you to eat the healthy things even if the texture is a bit horrendous. He will do his best to find meals that are easier for you to digest, though, and he would adjust accordingly, but he will not give up on making sure that you eat a healthy and well-rounded diet. He is very determined on that. He's a caretaker in his core and would very much be this like strict kind of caretaker type thing where he doesn't let you get away with much as Sun does. So he wouldn't spoil you as much in that way, but he would also be very proud of you when you did eat the whole things and show you that it was not that hard, and would praise you, of course. He has a thing about praising you. When you did a good job, he's gonna let you know it so you feel better about having to do horrendous tasks like eating certain textures that are horrendous. And then he does give you a treat afterwards too, as well. Anyways, but he is always watching over you, so, and making sure you are safe and sound. I read that he is also keeping anyone who can cause you stress away from you, as well as any rivals. He would deal with them before they even get to you, leaving you blissfully unaware. If one of them slipped through and made you uncomfortable or overwhelmed, well, Moon handles it differently. He would take them and they would go missing in the pizzaplex. No one would know that it was him. And even if the police search the pizzaplex for them, the person who would not be found. Moon would deal with them deep, deep under the pizzaplex and make sure that they realize they made the biggest mistake of their life. He may even stuff them into an old springlock suit he found, or have them scooped if Moon can do that as well. He is the silent comfort that you need with your autism, just so you know someone is there and and you having company without having to be verbal or have to worry about the social pressures or social cues. Moon is just there in his constant comfort, and also you feel more secure with him around, and that there's no pressure to be anything you don't have to be. If you want to be stimming, or if you want to be, you don't with Moon around, you feel you don't have to mask your autism. You can let that mask down and just be yourself, and Moon accept that. And Moon has that energy that makes it easy for you to do that. He is like one of those YouTube video shorts you seen of, like, it's a convention and someone's dressed in an exy or very cute female character or female version of a character, and they are showing a lot of skin, or it's a character that gets actualized a lot, and then the music changes and you see Moon following you around. That's the type of situation. Moon is a lot like a guard dog that will is keeping you safe in these situations, and that no one dares tries to frick with you because they knew no, Moon will frick them up. That is right. He has guard dog energy as a Yandere that allows you to be able to work and walk around the pizzaplex or out in public without the worry of someone getting in your face and overwhelming you. Moon is such the Yandere that he is very much a scary dog type of Yandere. And unlike Sun, he will unalive people more often and more ruthlessly, while Sun would have to snap to be on that same level. Moon gives rivals one chance to leave you alone, and if they don't, they are unalived. He was fair and gave them a chance. It was their fault that they did not use their listening ears. He would confess in a different way from Sun, more so holding you and telling you his feelings softly, like each word is the most precious thing to him, just as you are the most precious thing, and he is worried about how you will take it. If you accept his love, he will let out a happy noise. Sorry, I don't know why I autocorrect to home. One sec. Noise. And kiss the top of your head. If you turn down his feelings, Moon would be likely to kidnap you, but first he will have to get Sun to agree on it with him so that they can keep you as theirs and theirs alone. Which brings to how they would share you. They both use sign language, and they're both very accommodating to the needs that you have with your autism, but they are going to probably uh, kidnap you, as they are good yanderes on their own pretty much, but when they are put together, oh, they become so much more of handfuls and are way more lethal, and they feed off each other's yandere traits. Sun is more likely to hurt people when sharing you with Moon, and Moon becomes more of an unhinged stalker, very much so. They both agree that they both agree they are the best partners for you, so they will work together to have you as theirs and theirs alone. They would not be the best at sharing, though, as once they end up agreeing to share you, you're almost 100% sure to be kidnapped. As Sun's anxiety, it if you are okay, if as Sun is anxiety, if uh, I don't know why I was trying to write here. Let me read that. As Sun's anxiety is influenced by Moon's darker side, so that he would 100%, they would 100% kidnap you because Moon's influence on Sun and such. Sun is not the best at sharing. He gets to be a very greedy Yandere. Moon ends up having to be the mature Yandere to keep Sun, let's see, dismiss Sun in line and keep you as theirs and theirs alone. Sun is more likely to snap as well and ends up becoming even more manipulative, while Moon is thriving on his darker desires to keep you to themselves, even if he has to physically punish you with, like, maybe harming your feet so you cannot run away from them, or doing stimuli where you cannot leave the bed and such. And separate, they're pretty good Yanderes in retrospect. But once they add these two together, they are a downright menacing pair, and you know they will never ever let you go. You are their little special star, and they are going to keep you forever and ever. Anyways, this video was longer than I intended. I apologize, but I think you all enjoy it because I'm really proud of it myself, and I hope that you all enjoyed it. Also, I added more stuff to Moon's parts that is not in the text and stuff. So if you see this on Tumblr, Archive Our Own, or Wattpad, there were parts I added in the video that are not in the text stuff. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. If you would like to see more, comment below what you would like to see, and I will do my best to do it and all that stuff. If there's any specific type of autistic listener you want with a specific Yandere, comment it below as well. If you have any questions for me for August 25th, comment them below as well, and I will do my best to answer them on August 25th and all that good stuff. And yes, Patreon outro. Patreon outro. Thank you, Gav, for being my first patron. You are wonderful, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. Thank you, Gav. And that is it. I hope that you all enjoyed this. Again, 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 again. Remember this. Remember that a spooky month is coming up. Spooky month starts at the very latest September 1st and goes all the way to November 30th or 31st. I can't remember if it's a 30th or 31st, but it goes all the way through that with me doing spooky stuff all that month long, mainly as the main stuff I do, and tackling it on my to-do list. I have it on my community page, 31 ideas I have between the 3 months, and there's more room to add. So if you have spooky ideas, comment them below, and I will do my best to do them. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed, and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye. Secret outro time. Secret outro time. Secret outro time. Secret outro. Secret outro. Secret outro. And baseball bat. Welcome to the secret outro, and the secret outro question of the day is: for if you were in the situation where you had autism or other disorders and you wanted Sun or Moon to treat you, which would you prefer? I would prefer Moon because I don't like someone hands on trying to handle my issues. It makes me feel very uncomfortable and anxious. So I would prefer Moon. Literally, I would prefer Moon for a lot of things, to be honest. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed, and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye.